Oh, I got your hate mail. Don't think we didn't get your hate mail. It's your boy Carcino here, and yes, I did. And now y'all done, you done stepped on the dragon's tail, buddy. I'm finna turn around and blow fire right back in your direction. Oh, did I get all this animosity? I'm like, I'm not Paulie Malignaggi. Paulie Malignaggi, first you said I didn't know the man. Next thing you know, you said I was saying something that he said on another interview, and I stole it from them. You ain't talking to Paulie. I'm like, well, Paulie said that on another thing. You just stole it from there. I'm like, well, if Paulie told it to me, I'm quite sure he's saying the same thing to someplace else, because that's maybe what Paulie believes. You ever thought about that? So now that I put Paulie out there, we did the interview talking about Coward McQuitter, everybody is upset. Well, you should be upset with the fact that you have been bamboozled, brainwashed, into believing that fighter, Conor McGregor, is in the same ballpark of anything to do with best fighter in the UFC. Let me put my car key down. I was going to leave the house until I just got that last email that make me say, enough is enough. I done had it with these mother plucking Conor McGregor fans on this mother plucking internet. It's time I open some windows. So, Conor McGregor, this freak of nature, just comes into the UFC. But can anybody tell me 5 opponents he's beaten? Name me 5 opponents that this guy has beaten. And when you get to 4, use the internet and come up with the rest. I'll wait. The reason why I say that, because naturally, even an MMA fan, those who watch MMA, would tell you, Alvarez, he just beat Eddie Alvarez, he just beat Nick Diaz, he beat Aldo, and they might get stuck on Chad Mendez. Okay? But that's it. They are stuck. Meaning that they don't know the 5th guy, or can't even find a 5th opponent that he's beaten. So with only 4 fights of name recognition, is this guy really good? Or are we just blowing him up to be better than what he really truly is? Because I'm thinking overall, he's not as good as people got him, picked out to be. How about y'all? I mean, since he's been in the MMA, he has 3 losses, I think. 1, 2, 3 losses. Yep. It's 3 losses. 3 all by submission, which means Coward McQuitter only knows how to quit. He's never been knocked out. Never went to the cards and lost, even though he should have lost the Diaz fight. I don't know how you win a fight on your back. But okay. Maybe I don't know the rules, but to me, I think he lost 3 rounds to 2. But, well, it's neither here nor there. They raised his hand. So he's only lost is 3 losses by him saying, I quit, tapping on another man saying, stop, 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 I give up. So we know he's a quitter. That's what he's known for. He's quit before. He'll quit again. See, one thing about quitting, it's easy. It's easy to do. Just quit. Now, didn't he fight? His first UFC fight was Marcus Brimage, the dude from Birmingham, the Bama Beast. That guy, he's not a very good MMA fighter at all. He's just a stand-up striker. He beat that guy, but he's from Birmingham. He played ball down there. He wasn't going to make it. He's too small. So, MMA was his, way out. Clearly to say, not a very good MMA fighter. He's basic at best. He'll give you a hard fight, but he's not UFC material. Now, Max Holloway. Max Holloway is a good fighter. I won't say he's not a great, he's good. He's decent. He's still kind of a stand-up fighter, striker. He got some takedown ability, submission ability, but he's more of a striker. And comes from a good camp, I mean, they're alright. Brandao, are you kidding me? Brandao? No. Brandao's not. He's fake Brazilian, another striker, easy to take out. Dustin Poirier. Now that's the guy that I thought was another basic guy, but still, he's decent. One of these guys are from Waianae. I forgot what's his name, but he's from Waianae, from Hawaii. But Dustin Poirier, that guy is, I think he beat Holloway, if I'm not mistaken, at one of those fights. It was a pretty good fight, too. But yeah, I think he beat him. But that's another good opponent, but he beat Holloway. I'll give him credit for Holloway, because that's a tough fight. It's a good fight for him. He's not an outstanding fighter, but he's decent. And then Poirier, he beat Dustin Poirier. Yeah, he's another 50-50 fight. Dennis Silver had just came back from, banned substance, no contest type thing, So he was they gave him a one warm-up fight so they could throw him back in there with Conor McGregor to beat him and make him look bad. And there it was, he knocked him out. He had basically came off another knockout loss. So you really didn't gain nothing there from him. And now, Coward McGregor, who's won all these titles, even before he came to the UFC, every title he won, he's never defended it. He's never defended a title in his life. Every title he's won, even back before when he was over in Ireland, whatever, fighting those little fights in those little championship tournaments, he win the title, he'd never defend him. Why is that, Coward? Coward McQuitter will never defend the title. If he wins it, he wants to leave. Now he's talking about going to boxing. You just won 2 world titles. They had to strip him of one because it's like, look, we breaking all the rules to give you the title. But he's supposed to be so good. That's what everybody keeps telling me. That Conor McGregor, who is the champion, is so good. Why you not fighting Khabib? Why you not fighting Tony Ferguson? These are the guys, in my opinion, that are the fighters in that division that make the division go. Dustin Poirier is going to do exactly what he does. You're going to get that kind of fight out of him all the time. But Conor's not going to stay at these weight classes long. you know what he's going to do? He's going to go back down. You know, he already beat Max Holloway, which was basically a credible fight that I gave him credit for. Chad Mendes is so overrated. Let me put that right now out there for the public so they can see it. Chad Mendes is completely overrated. Chad Mendes is a stand-up striker. He gave life and death to Aldo. They didn't fought twice, and it was wars. And because they fought to wars, they both wore each other out, so they fed them to Conor McGregor. Frankie Edgar losing those tough fights to Aldo put him in a position for Aldo to be basically fighting for the championship. But, you know, coward McQuitter wasn't going to go in for the rematch. So Aldo is now the champion again. But you were robbed of the fight. Who's he going to come back and fight? Cub Swanson? Are you serious? I mean, I'm trying to figure out, why do the public even like this guy? He's a joke. I mean, really, this guy is a complete joke when it comes to MMA. Yes, he got a sharp left hand and all this stuff, and that's it. But my thing is, you can only milk this cow so long. But what you better do is keep him away from Tyron Woodley. Tyron Woodley, the next division over at welterweight, you better stay in your lane. Because you got guys there that can put you right in your place real fast. Everybody get Conor McGregor credit, though, for beating Aldo. Oh, he whooped Aldo, man. Man, he whooped Aldo, man. You see that in 1 second, man. It was like, soon as the fight started, boom, it was over. Great, impressive win. Aldo had been off for a year before that fight took place. Sure, he's been undefeated 9 years. He was done. He was old. He had just came out of a life and death fight with Diaz twice, going to decision, and a life and death struggle, and then had to sit out an entire year coming off an injury. He was coming off an injury, you know that, right? They had to postpone the fight because he got injured the first time. So he was coming off an injury. And since coward McQuitter decided he wasn't going to defend it, Aldo fought Frankie Edgar basically for the title. The winner was going to fight coward McGregor. Or coward McQuitter. Right. And coward decided, that's not my style. I'm going to run. So he went and fought Nate Diaz. Well, that's not what happened. He didn't fight Nate Diaz. He tried to fight someone else named Rafael. And Rafael, I felt, would have probably beat him and pounded him to death. But they thought that was a fight they could win. But at least it was a dangerous fight for him. So, he was, Rafael breaks his leg or whatever and gets an injury. And the week before the fight, Nate Diaz takes the fight. Nate comes up, beat coward McQuitter easy in 2 rounds, make him quit. He wanted out of the fight. He got so tired, it was nothing he could do. He just wanted out, gave him his back like a chick, take it from the back, got choked out, all she wrote. Rematch happens. After trying to avoid it, they end up going through the rematch. In the rematch, Coward is doing a sticking move, stay away, not the style we're normally seeing from him. Why is he evasive in this fight? And all of a sudden, he's having success. They know Diaz cuts easy, so it looks like he's dominating. Then what happened? Coward gets tired. Coward McQuitter gets tired, and here comes Diaz. And what does Coward does? He start running. Running around the ring, trying to kill the time. just like a coward. And Eddie Alvarez, come on, man, let's be serious. Eddie Alvarez is not an American Jiu-Jitsu, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu guy. Yeah, okay. No way. Eddie Alvarez is a basic fighter to me. He's not that great. And he just got exposed for being exactly what he was. China chin. As soon as you hit him, he's going to go down like a deck of cards. It was just like blowing on a card and watch him go. So with Tony Ferguson and Khabib being the two best fighters in the division, when is Conor McGregor going to fight Khabib? When he's going to fight Tyron Woodley? Those are the fights I want to see him take. Fight Damian Maia. Let me see you fight some real fights, Conor McGregor. Sorry, I almost called him Conor McGregor. Coward, McQuitter. Fight some real fights. And y'all, the MMA fans who sitting over there supporting this bum, tell me what this bum has done and why the bum hasn't done what he did. Why he not defending his title? Why is he being a bum? I'm tired. I don't want to see you on stage. I don't want to see you in those sunglasses and suits saying F this and F that. Why don't you get in the ring and fight, bum? You saying the UFC so great and boxing ain't this and boxing ain't that. What are you running into the sport for then, bum? If your sport is so great, stay over there and fight. But that's what cowards do. Cowards always have excuses. They have thousands of them. Coward McQuitter. So now I hope y'all understand everything you need to know about this loser. And Carcino said it. So I'm out. Now who's that guy?